Hey y'all, thanks for stopping by. So, there's a weird thing that's been floating around the past couple of days. Probably started a couple of weeks ago, where all these political streamer types, these debate streamers or variety streamers, whatever you want to call them, are having this fella come on their show to talk about, his perspective on things. And it's a rather unsavory person. Someone who's got some pretty messed up stuff going on with him. Um, it's it's weird. I'll be honest with you. Frankly, I don't even want to say the dude's name, just because there's already too much attention that's been pushed his way by people who, frankly, should just let it go. You know, don't even bother with that kind of person. But here we are, and it's about your platform and the responsibility you have with what you do with it. Now, for a lot of these Twitch streamer types, I mean, even YouTubers, anything like that, there is a bit of a, I mean, I can understand it just for the little bit that I've been making stuff on YouTube. There is a bit of a bit of an addiction when it comes to, getting good numbers and things like that. YouTube, the way that they set up their analytics side, you can track it, and it bases it off of your older videos. It'll, how many views, how much watch time, anything like that. I imagine it's the same with Twitch, but I don't know enough about the platform. I've never streamed on it, so I don't know what their analytics look like. I get this want to have more people look at your content, especially if you're doing this as a full-time job. You know, Obviously, more people looking at your stuff, that's more ads that you're getting pumped out. Potentially for streamers, that's more donations they're receiving. So there is an incentive to have, it seems weird to say heinous content, but to have questionable content, because it puts more eyes on your channel, whether it's people who already watch you or it's people who, maybe they are hunting this person down, this questionable figure, and they're looking at him on every channel just to see what happens. You've got a responsibility to not just yourself, but to your audience, to who you're having on, what you're allowing them to say. It's up to you. Now, one of these people in particular had a little bit of pushback on somebody. They said, don't worry about the people who I have on my channel. I'm a smaller streamer. Tried to do some identity politics by saying, don't look at a woman of color stream and critique it like that, which is ridiculous in and of itself. I don't care what your gender is. I don't care what your race is. I don't care what your faith is. If you're hosting people who are heinous, you should expect somebody to say something about that. And then as far as her being a smaller channel, I'm sorry, hundreds of viewers on your stream. There are, that's a lot of people. Even like on the broad scale of Twitch, having 200 active viewers on your stream, that's a lot. You might think that you're a small streamer because you don't have a comma in that number, or you're not like one of these huge streamers like your XQC or that offline TV group, or I mean, even as far as lefty streamers go, even like Hassan. Yeah, you're not a huge streamer like that, but you're not a small streamer anymore. You've got an audience. People actually know what your name is. Take some responsibility for what you're doing. And if you're one, like, you just really don't care, it's just all about the money for you, hey, it seems weird to say that it's like, I appreciate the honesty with something like that, but does your audience know that? You should be more honest with them too. Because I feel like with a lot of these, a lot of these debate streamers and stuff like that, there's this weird acceptance of, oh, well, they're just speaking their truth. They're just saying the world as it appears to them, and at least they're honest. At least they're sticking to their guns. No, that's not acceptable. I'm sorry. If you want to completely separate yourself from that kind of thing, I guess, but at the end of the day, you're dealing with harmful people with heinous thoughts. And if you're just accepting it because, oh, well, they're honest, you need to work that out. That's not a societal issue that needs to be resolved. You have a problem. If you think that someone being honest about being terrible is good, yeah, you have a problem. And I would work on resolving that. But that's just how I feel about it. I'm sure there's going to be some pushback on that, but honestly, that's fine. You can argue with me if you want, but if you're one of these people who are approving all these streamers hosting this guy, you're part of the problem. Have a good day.